Hi, welcome to Beginning Ukulele. Today we're going to be doing the chord practice for the chords F, B flat, and C7. So at this time, if you would please go and grab your practice sheet, and at the top of the sheet it says F, B flat, C7 practice sheet. And go ahead and grab that and come on back. As well as it'd be a good idea to tune up your ukulele too. So why don't you just pause tutorial, grab your music and tune up your ukulele, and then we'll start in about a second. Okay, so you got your music sheet, you got your ukulele, should be tuned up. We'll check it in a second. Okay, so I got the chords written up here. You also have those chords written at the bottom of your music sheet. Take note that the F7 chord on your music sheet is the full F7 chord. I'm showing the F7 chord up here, which is the modified F7, which is the chord I prefer you to make. However, well, I think it's a little Easier. However, it's fine if you want to play the other F7 chord or alternate. That's fine too. Okay, but you decide. Just to let you know, this is the first 2 lines of the practice sheet. There's 4 lines. This is the 2 lines. So that's how you're going to check to make sure you have the the right practice sheet. So your very first line is going to be F, F, B flat, C7. Your second line is going to be F, B flat, C7, F. Then you have 2 more lines, lines 3 and lines 4. Okay, so in this lesson, we're not going to be elaborating, or we're not going to be doing the chord cog exercise too much. You should be doing them already. In fact, all these chords are review. So if you're having difficulty with the chords, especially forming the chords, for instance, the B flat chord, I don't expect you to be perfect at making the chord, but you should be at least very familiar to make the chord, okay, without using this too much, but it's up here as a guide. Now if the chord is still difficult to make, you need to go back to the tutorial that teaches you how to make the B flat chord in phases, okay? And don't continue this tutorial, just stop it right here, go through the previous tutorial. Just look for the tutorial that teaches you how to make the B flat chord. That's where you need to be if you're having difficulty making the B flat chord. Okay, so at this point you should be able to make all the chords reasonably comfortably, and you should be able to do your chord cog exercise by yourself without too much guidance on this lesson, because these chords are review. Okay, now what we're going to start doing as we get better at the chords, keep this in mind. From this point on, as you progress through the course, we're going to start combining techniques to save a little more time. But keep in mind, this is only if you are at the level where the chords aren't too difficult, okay? And what I mean by combining is that you're going to combine the chord cog exercise and previewing music. So every music that you come across, an exercise, lesson, song, whatever the case may be, what we're going to do is combine chord cog exercise with previewing the music. So let me explain what that is. So we're going to go through the first line. Now if that's easy, then you want to try 2 lines. If that's still easy, then do all 4 lines of the song. Okay, so let's just say, for example's sake, it's okay, but it's not that easy. So we're going to take the very first line. So what we're going to do is we're going to combine chord cog exercise and previewing the music. So right now, what I'm doing is I'm looking at the first line on the music sheet to practice, which is written on the board. This is the first line on the music sheet. So now I'm looking at the music sheet, okay? However, you can see my hand. So I'm not looking at my left hand when I'm making my chord. So as you're looking at the first line, what you're doing is a chord cog exercise simultaneously while you're previewing the music. So first, the chord you're making is the F, okay? So that shouldn't be too bad, it should be pretty easy. Next chord is a B flat, okay? So you're making a B flat chord. Now, right here, this chord, it might be a little difficult. It's okay to take a glance at it to make sure you're on the right fingering. You don't want to be hanging out and staring at this B flat chord. It should only take a couple seconds to make sure that you're in the right position. Then you're moving on, okay, staying on the B flat chord, and finally, last chord on the first line is C7. That should be really easy. And that's how you do it. That's how you combine the chord cog exercise and previewing the music. Now, once again, if this chords aren't too difficult, you want to do all 4 lines. So in other words, we'll take the first 2 lines and preview the music and do the chord cog exercise. F is the first chord, then B flat. Okay, so I'm slowing down just a little bit, just to make sure I got the right finger. Okay, then the next chord is a B flat. Last chord in the first line is a C7, pretty easy. Okay, second line, F. Okay, that's not too bad. B flat, oh yeah, I'll slow down a little bit, take a glance at my fingering. Got that B flat chord, okay, okay. Next chord is a B flat, I'm staying there. Looking at the C7, that's pretty easy. Finally, the F chord. And that was the 2 lines out of the 4 lines that we played. Now keep in mind, when you're previewing the music and when you're doing, checking the chord cog exercise, when you preview the music, what you're doing is this. You're looking at, I'm taking the very first line just for this example. So the very first line, it's F, okay? I see the F coming up, so I know I just got to keep the fingers there. But I'm already looking farther ahead to see what my next chord changes, which is the B flat. So in my mind, even though I'm making an F chord, I'm thinking about the B flat chord. Okay, so when we come to the B flat chord, it's already kind of forming in my mind, so I'm making the B flat chord. So let me give you an example. For those of you who drive a car, okay, maybe some of you don't drive yet, but this is just an example about driving. When you drive a car, you don't look in the front of your car. You don't look over the hood. You're always looking down the road. This is the same when you're looking at the music. You're looking down the road to see what's coming up. Okay, basic, same example for music. Okay? And then let's say I'm on the B flat chord. Last chord in that line is a C7. So even though I'm on a B flat chord, I'm already looking to see what chord is coming up, and then when it comes to the C7 chord, I'm already thinking about moving there. Okay, so that's basically how you want to do the previewing with a combination of the chord cog exercise, only if the chords are reasonably familiar to you. So in other words, it doesn't take too much time for you to kind of form the chord, understand the chord. If it does, you need to take the chord that is difficult individually and just work at it with the chord cog exercise to get it more comfortable, and then preview the music. Keep in mind, I will admit the B flat chord is probably one of the harder chords, but if you've done the exercise and techniques, it shouldn't be too bad at this point. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to play the practice sheet. Let's check our tuning. G, C, E, A. Okay, so we're going to do the first line. Just the first line. Here's our 4 count. And we're doing a full 4 time. It's 40 beats per measure. Okay, deafening strum exercise here. We got a strum zone. Okay, I'm gonna give a 4 count. 1, 2, 3, 4, F. 2, 3, 4, F. 1, 2, 3, 4, B flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. C7. 1, 2, 3, 4, and stop. Okay, good. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do the 2 lines and take it just a little bit slower. The first 2 lines of the practice sheet, these two lines right here. Okay, here we go. Here's the 4 count. Just a little bit slower, not too much slower. 1, 2, 3, 4. F, 2, 3, 4. F, 2, 3, 4. B flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. B flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. C7. 1, 2, 3, 4. F. 1, 2, 3, 4. B flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. B flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. C7. 1, 2, 3, 4. F. 1, 2, 3, 4. And stop. Good. Okay, now let's try this. Let's try taking the first 3 lines. Okay. So I assume that you have done your chord calc exercise and previewed the music. If not, go ahead, pause the tutorial and try that previewing the music and the chord calc exercise for the first 3 lines, and come on back and we'll start in about a second. Okay, so here we go. We're going to do the first 3 lines, and keep in mind that you're looking ahead. Even though you're making your chord, like driving a car, we're looking down the road to see what chord is coming up next. Take a 4 count, about the same speed, not too fast. Here we go. Remember, 3 lines, the first 3 lines, starting with the F chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. F. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. F. 2, 3, 4. B flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. C7. 2, 3, 4. Next line. F. 1, 2, 3, 4. B flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. C7. 1, 2, 3, 4. F. 1, 2, 3, 4. Third line. B flat. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. C7. 1, 2, 3, 4. F. 1, 2, 3, 4. F7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stop. Good. Okay. Okay, for those of you who did the previewing of the music, you saw that there was an F7 coming up and you were prepared for it. If you didn't do the previewing of the music, that F7 might have been a little surprising as it came up. So please complete the practice sheet, all 4 lines. Try to have it reasonably smooth. Doesn't have to be perfect, but it's got to be reasonably smooth. Make sure that you're tapping your foot. You're keeping time, and when you got it reasonably comfortable, especially the B flat change, and you're ready to move on to the next lesson, we shall see you there.